Hello everyone, welcome to back to Sai-infotech. So in today's video, we are going to learn about Azure Migrate and understand how organization migrate on-premises server to the Microsoft Azure. So we will discuss about the documentation here, like how we can start the migration process, as well as we also try to build a scenario as well as. So imagine a company has around 300 physical server in running different application like the application with a database and business services. So migrating all of this server directly to the Azure without the proper planning can cause a downtime, data loss, and application failure. So that's why Microsoft provide the Azure Migrate, a centralized service that help organization assess the plan, replicate, test, and migrate their workflow safely. So that is why Microsoft provide Azure Migrate, a centralized service that help organization to migrate their infrastructure. So in the session, I will explain the complete migration process from internal assessment to post migration cleanup, along with the real world example, common issue, and best practice. We will see on this our upcoming days. So first of all, like our main agenda is in video we will cover like what is Azure Migrate, why organization use the migrate Azure Migrate, as well as end-to-end migration process, assessment and dependency analysis, Azure environment operation, replication and test migration. Then we'll see the final migration validation, post-migration activities, and common issue, like what will get the issue, and we will see about the interview tips as well as. So while explaining the step before each step by step, something like we will see. 1 second, guys, I will share my screen. I think now we can see my screen. Okay, so this is a documentation we have. So I will upload this document in a video link, or I will create a one SharePoint where I will paste this document and I will add those URL to the our YouTube description link. I will add there. So now let's move to the step one, like internal assessment. So here, what's happened? Why we need this internal assessment? So if you see this documentation, internal assessment, this step involve the in conducting through the inventory of all the servers. Let's say you have a example, we have a 245 physical server, ensuring that you have accurate the complete information about the each server configuration and dependency. For example, server inventory including the details such as the server name, IP address, hardware specification, installed software and roles, as well as dependency are documented such as which server really rely on each other the application or services. So no issue like complete the inventory data can lead to missing the server or incorrect configuration. Undocumentation dependency can result in the application description during the migration. So second step is like Azure environment setup. So here we will see like how we can prepare the Azure environment. Like we have to create a necessary virtual network, subnet, as well as resource group to host the migrate server. We have to set up these things, as well as we had to assign the NSC network security group, as well as to how we can define that traffic. Obviously, we have to set up also VPN connection to on-premises to the Azure to hybrid setup, as well as for here we will see the example. If we see like creation of the VNet and submit that mirror your on-premises network structure, then configure the resource group or organization by management. That already we told you that like we have to set up the hybrid setup. Then what could be the issue? It will happen like resource limitation within the Azure subscription can lead to deployment error or capacity constraints. Incorrect the network configuration can dis- disrupt the connectivity between on-premise to the Azure. So this might be issue we are facing. So we have to prepare those things. So we will see on the practical wise. I will try to replicate those things. So if we see the third step, like a pre-migration preparation. So in this step, we'll categorize the server based on their role, application, dependency, and business popularity. So and then plan how to group them into migration batch. For C, we will not directly, migrate those to the in a particular way. We have to migrate those in a batch format, like in a one batch. Like we can add some part of server. Let's say we have like 300 servers, so we will in a first batch we will add like 15 server or 60 servers. So based on the high priority or like security concerns, we will migrate those servers. For if you see the example like grouping web server and database together to ensure the application continuity, as well as priority migration based on the business critical application. And here what issue we might be faced, like incorrect categorization or grouping can disturb the application dependency, implement incomplete controversy plan batch migration can lead a data loss. So this could be the issue we might be face. So we have to plan according that. And fourth thing is that like networking and connectivity. So for the networking connectivity, like as we already told you that like our on-premises environment and Azure is critical for a data replication and application access. For example, set up in the site-to-site VPN to ensure the secure communication, ensure the DNS and address assessment to are consistent the same plus the connectivity. So to set up the hybrid connection, obviously we have to think about the networking side. We have to talk with our networking architecture. So they will tell you like which subnet or which IP address range you have to take, as well as in Azure side we have to create a VPN gateway. Like we need to set up a site to site connection for that. So we have to establish connection. So there is a team coordination we have to think about, like how much server we have, like which address space we have to take. So these all things, it's matter while setting the networking things. So there are a lot of things we have to cover. So we will see this in our next video. So this is a short video I have just present here. So thank you guys. Hope it will give some clarity. So feel free if you have any doubts. So remaining we will cover in our next video. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.